New York Empire Baseball online training series. In this video, we'll address our core temp elevation and prep work. You should be doing this series and this workout before your workout, and before your games, and before your practices. Why? We don't want to throw to warm up, we want to warm up to throw. Why do we do that? Well, warm muscles, warm joints tend to operate more quickly. They work better. They also reduces injury, and we kind of like that combination. Better performance, lower risk of injury. Sounds like a win-win to me, right? We'll start with this, and if you have any questions throughout this or any of our trainings, reach out to us. Email, text, call, let us know how we can be helpful. Reach out to any coach or instructor, and we'll be happy to help. We'll start each workout with our foot flicks. We're just going to shake our ankles out with a very, very relaxed leg and ankle, and then we'll walk on backwards. And you can do this for approximately 10 yards, or about 30, 33 feet. From there, we'll get into our toe walks. We'll head forwards on our toes with our heels off the ground for the entire 10 yards. We'll turn around and head back with our heel walks. Both of those will address ankle strength and mobility. From there, we're going to start to raise that heart rate. And like we said earlier, it's core temp elevation. We want to warm our body. We want to get the heart rate up. But keep in mind, in our prep and our warm-up, we don't want to warm up to fatigue. We only want to warm up to really prepare our body to go and perform. Fatiguing our body before performance, probably not the best approach. Instead, we want to just get prepared, or as some of our trainers will tell you, we want muscle activation. We want the body's temperature elevated so those muscles and joints will operate at a higher level. So I'm going to get into my jump ropes. Some people call them pogo hops. Either way, they're strengthening and adding mobility to the knees and ankles while also raising my heart rate. I'm going to do that for 20 seconds. From there, we get into our high knees. And be careful when you do high knees. Looking to get higher and higher with your knee at the expense of your posture is not very helpful. We really want to activate the hips in this exercise, right? So I've got my arms working, right? I don't keep them down at my sides. And I get those high knees going, and I want them moving fast with no change to my posture. I'm going to head back with butt kicks. Same thing, the arms are moving, 90-degree angles in my elbow if I can, and those legs are moving fast. Do not put your hands behind your back. It's just not cross-specific. It's not what you do when you run. Let's not do it in our warm-up. After our butt kicks, we're going to go into a series of skips. The first are knee-to-knee skips. I want to cross one knee over the other, and I'm going to come forward for this so you can see it a little better. I'm going to cross one knee in front of the other as I skip. The mistake that's commonly made in this is having your entire body swing from side to side like this, and that's not knee over knee. So instead of gaining what we call internal rotation and some hip and shoulder separation, instead you're simply bouncing left to right, which is okay, but it's not accomplishing everything we'd like. So knee-to-knee skips, followed by knee-to-hip skips. We're really going to drive that knee up over each opposite hip. So after our knee-to-hip skips, we'll get into our toy soldiers. And what's critical about toy soldiers, really I'm not looking for height. I'm looking for the best height that I can with each kick that doesn't cause me to bend my knee or change my posture. So if the highest you can go in this exercise is here, that's okay. Do the best you can through every one of our exercises and at all times. If you want to take that exercise to another level, be a bit more advanced, and keep that heart rate going, turn it into a power soldier. Get that bounce in each one. Some people call those rockets. From there, we get into our power skips. I'm going to get up as high as I can when I skip, right? I'm looking for vertical on this, and then on the way back, I'm going to do what we call our low skips or our stomps, pounding my foot into the ground at each skip. The next one is a skip for distance. You want to go as far as you can on each skip. From there, we're going to go into our shuffles. It's a lateral move. It's not a gallop. It's not a race. I'm just going to go from side to side, maintaining my posture throughout. From there, I get into my twisters. I'm going to put my elbows in front of my shoulders, and I'm looking to spin my hips as quickly as I can, get my shoulders to move in the opposite direction. It's going to look like that. And I'm going to go in both directions. Finally, I get into a jog, run, sprint series. I'm going to jog about 20 yards, but a brisk jog. And then I'm going to run backwards. Then I'm going to run maybe 3/4, 4/5 as fast as I can. And I'm going to come backwards. Why do we go forwards and backwards? Well, we want to build strength and mobility equally, both sides of our body, left and right, front and back. Again, higher performance, lower risk of injury. So, again, a 20-yard jog followed by a run backwards. A 20-yard run followed by a run backwards. And finally, a 20-yard all-out sprint followed by a run backwards. From there, we'll move on from our core temp elevation into some of our band work and our arm work.